Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend update, October 11th. We're just cruising along here. We have so many big things coming up, including our big event. You can see the logo right there in the weekend update. Top Producer Takeover next Friday. We are fired up. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you need to go, stop, pause, go to Cardinal Nest, buy your tickets right now. You do not want to be having the FOMO of watching all the fun we're having, all the stuff we're learning about next Friday at the Waterford in Springfield. Great venue. Everybody can get there. Easy parking. It's going to be awesome. So highly encourage you to stop what you're doing. Go buy those tickets now before everybody else buys them up. And then we say, sold out. Sorry. You're watching the videos later. So we'd love to have you there next Friday. Let's dive into all the other things we have going on. We'll start with our weekly market report. 20,000 showings across the DMV last week, almost the exact number as last week. That's very odd, but 8.6% more than last year. So that's good stuff. We'd like to see more showings, more activity. Contracts, 3.5% less than last week, which is weird actually because ours was very much up at Samson last week, so it was good for us. But 17% more contracts than last week at this time, so awesome news there. We look at new listings. Our new listings were up 4% week over week, hoping that we're kind of settled into fall. People are settled in, kind of putting those homes on the market, which is good. Hopefully improved interest rates, improved some of these people like, you know what, interest rates are good enough. Let's sell this house and go buy something else. That's what we want. Want that turnover in the market, supply and demand. Active listings still up 21% from this time a year ago, so a lot more inventory out there. A little bit more time for buyers to, take their time. Some properties are going to get the 5 offers first weekend if they're priced right and they look great. But some of the others, you're going to have some time to kind of make the best offer because we are getting more inventory, and a little bit more purchasers, but not quite as many purchasers compared to how much more inventory. So the North Central Virginia market, showings down 11%, 400 or 500. That's not a ton, but not great. Up 6% still from a year ago at this point. Our contracts down 8% from a week ago. But again, that's not a ton. It's like, 30 contracts. New listings down 12%. Actually, it's interesting that we were up in the DMV, which is a much bigger thing, but then actually down in North Central Virginia area. Active listings up 12% in inventory from a year ago. It's probably because we put less on this week. The others were up 21%, but pretty flat, but good to know what's going on overall in all the different markets. Our Baltimore metro region down 2% in showings, pretty flat, up 3% from a year ago. Our purchase contracts, 788 is up 9% from a year ago at this time, which is good, although down 5% this week. So it's very interesting because I was shocked at how many contracts Samson did last week compared to the field, compared to what we would normally do. But all these have said we're actually down across the market year over year, which is good news for us, I guess. New listings, pretty flat, up 5% from a year ago. And then active listings, obviously, I like 22% more inventory than at this point last year, up 1% week over week. So good stuff there. Our last one is Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle. Remember, our smallest sample size, these numbers can get skewed quicker. Compared to a week ago, 12% less showings, but 12% more than a year ago. Our median days on contract is actually down 10 days from a week ago. So that's interesting. It was 34 days, now it's 24 days. So that's a big jump. Remember, I don't mention that topic a lot, but when you see a big move like that, that's interesting. New listings down 3%. That's pretty flat on a market like this. And active listings, just to continue to remind you that there's 21.5% more inventory in the market today than there was a year ago at this time. So interesting stats. We'd love to kind of dive in, get a sneak peek, and kind of give a taste of what's going on all over our market. Last week's rock stars at Samson, and we had some great ones. Ferris Eways, my man, crushing it out there. Ferris lives down the street from me, so he's a local legend, coaching lots of sports and selling lots of homes. So great job there, Ferris, number 1 in the company last week. Darren Robertson, awesome job. Daniel Lee, Tracy Davis, and Linda Min. Awesome job to our top 5 individuals in volume last week. Our top 5 in transactions for the week. Fred Masseni, great job, Fred. Andrew Foltz coming in strong from West Virginia. Rex Thomas, been one of our top ones for a long time. Daniel Lee and Tracy Davis making repeat appearances. So great job to our top 5 individual performers. Our top teams, new week, a lot of the same players. Shepherd Homes Group, Jason Chepperdike, number 1 in volume last week. Great job to this team. Carolyn Young Homes continuing to just crush it out there. Awesome job. The One Street Company, number 3. Casey Samson, team number 4. And the K Group continuing to do an awesome job, number 5. Top 5 in transactions, similar group. We got one new jumper in there, but Shepherd Homes Group, number 1. Carolyn Young Homes number 2, One Street Company number 3, and then Rick Jarvis and Sarah Jarvis leading the One South Realty Group down there in Richmond number 4, and the K Group number 5. Great job to all of our top teams for the week. Now, news. Here we go. Bolder. Futures now. Bolder than ever. I had to read the graphic correctly. But we're really excited about Top Producer Takeover. Some great leaders in the industry in that picture there. At the very top there, you see Jared James. Jared is just phenomenal. Follow his stuff on Insta. If you haven't done any of his classes, I would highly encourage you to. I will bet you this. Anybody that comes on Friday and watches Jared speak, and you keep hearing me like, oh, go watch Jared's classes. I promise you this. Our login rate for everybody that's there on Friday, the next Monday that wants to start watching his class, will go through the roof. Because until you hear how smart he is, engaging, funny, and just talking real talk, you're going to be like, I want to watch more of what this guy's got to say. So get there Friday. He's going to give our keynote to start off all day. Then we've got lots of great panels, lots of great stuff throughout the day. We've got Jason Martin, fantastic leader from Real. Aaron Jones and Josh Dukes run One Residential. They both ran successful teams. They've merged recently into one from Keller Williams. Elizabeth Klein from Samson Properties, just a great pro. If you've watched any of her podcasts, or she made a guest appearance in one of my classes here a little bit ago. Vic Tuccaro from EXP, been a local legend around here for a while. Sam Hardman, Hardman team. He does a great job. He's also going to teach a class and be on a panel because Sam is just real talk. Great, how to be a pro in real estate. If you haven't seen Sam speak, he's just so relatable, and it's why I really push to have him speak because he's awesome. Lauren Eady, great agent with Compass. Nikki Lagoris, fantastic Berkshire. Both those ladies just crush it individually, kind of a part of a team, but really crush it individually out there. So great perspective on there, hardworking ladies out there. Casey Samson team, he's always worth the price of admission every time. Jen Smira. So Jen Smira spoke at our one in Bowie, and just her energy and her intelligence just knocked me off the charts. Jen's been the number 1 agent for Compass the last 10 years in DC. Number 1 agent in all of DC, or number 2 every year for the last couple years. And leads a great team, but also just a great thought leader, so really excited for that. Cheryl Abrams-Davis, she was a late ad. This is the first time you've seen her. Cheryl, I got to meet at Riz Media in DC, and then again at the Maryland Expo in Ocean City, and is just a fantastic energy. Great leader, does a lot of great sales, just a smart lady. And, you know, I lost my train of thought there. But I got talking to her, and I was just like, I need you on my panel. She also recently was elected as the Maryland Association of Realtors president. So she got installed there 2 weeks ago, so that was fantastic, which shows you what her peers think about her. I also am getting to talk to her. She's also on the board of Bright as well as a volunteer position that she got pushed into. So just a smart lady. I'm so excited she gets to be a part of the day. And then again, obviously, we've got Jared. Go on the website, read his bio. He's just done fantastic things. So we might even be missing somebody, or I might have maybe a late ad. I'm still working on some people, but just a great crew. It's going to be a great day of education. Heather over here is like, geez, more people? You're killing me. So we'll start with our keynote address by Jared. We've got a panel with Josh, Aaron, Jen, and Casey, which will be fantastic. Textbook teams with industry titans. Mega production with DMV legends. There's a lot of solo agents that are crushing it out there. Lauren Eady, Elizabeth Klein, Cheryl Abrams-Davis, and Nikki Lagoris. For strong women there. I'm going to have my hands full trying to keep the lovely ladies going. So they'll probably just knock me to the side and have a great conversation if I know those girls. Casey, a class with Sam Hardiman, getting the basics right. So important. Just a great way. I promise you, if you listen to what Sam speaks, you're going to change your business, and he's going to highlight some things that you're missing. And then networking to millions. Sam Hardman again, Vic Tuccaro, Jason Martin, closing out the day. I might add somebody to this panel. We don't need to see Donny anymore if we can avoid it. So we'll see how that goes. So it's going to be a great, great day. Go to the Cardinal Nest right now, buy your tickets, or go to topproducertakeover.com directly. We are sold out of our VIP tickets, but general admission is still great. Great seating, great meals, lunch, happy hour, great classes all day. Going to be an awesome day. So Top Producer Takeover, we'll see you there. Also next Wednesday, in case we didn't have enough going on, we were a sales meeting here on Wednesday, so that's going to be fantastic. Encourage you to come there. I probably need to think about who's going to speak at that sales meeting because I have not given it one second thought. So we'll see who our guest is going to be, who I come up with between now and Wednesday. I'm probably too honest on the weekend update, aren't I? But come join us on Wednesday morning. Great knowledge, great conversations about what's going on in the industry and the stuff that's important to you all. Save the date. That afternoon, we're going to have a coach's cook-off. Pat Sowers and the previously mentioned Sam Hardman, who's going to speak on Friday and cook some barbecue on Wednesday. Come for the big it's going to be a cook-off. We're going to have some judges, see who does it best. So come to the Chantilly office in the outside here. We're going to have a great barbecue event in the afternoon. Want to continue to encourage you. Guys, we've done a lot of talking lately about making sure your listings are properly advertised, ready to sell, priced correctly. Casey and I did a great class I'm going to talk about in a second. Zillow Showcase can help you win listings and then get those listings sold. Ian put one on recently that had over 4,000 views, 330 saves on the market for 14 days and got that thing sold. Look, it would have been a fraction of that if it wasn't showcased and highlighted. So I would highly encourage you. We have a deal for $250. That is nothing in the grand scheme of things if it helps you get the listing and then get that listing sold, more importantly. Yes, there's a chance you get some leads off it, but if you look at it as a listing tool to win at the listing table and then to get that listing sold, it's huge. So I'd encourage you to jump in and learn more about Zillow Showcase or showcase some of your listings. They also have the deal where you can use their photographer for an extra $250, so $500 total, or you can hire your own photographer and just do the $250 Zillow Showcase. Our lunch and learns are continuing all over the place. We're off next week from these for obvious reasons because we have 19,000 things going on. But after that, we'll have the 24th, I'll be at Ruth Chris, and then 29th and 31st and 5th, 6th, 14th, 5th, 19th. We're everywhere, all over the place. Please invite your friends. We got some really cool things coming up with that we're going to announce too. We're start doing some webinars and some other cool stuff for recruiting and some direct contact meetings. So look for more to come on how you can introduce your friends to talk to us even easier than they can now. So we're excited about that. Go to joinsamson.com for more information on that. Reminder, we also give you a referral. We give you cash when you refer people over to us and they join Samson. So everybody loves that. Some of you might have actually got this email during the week. Surprise. KV Core was switched over to Bold Trail on Wednesday. I'm not going to act like I've gone through the step-by-step of it. They tell me it's slicker, better, easier, all those things. I know there'll be some struggles. Will Kilker, Lynn Hamilton, our staff here, they're ready to help you. If you have any help, need any help, please reach out. We're going to have lots of great classes on it. You'll see some things pop onto the Nest too for Q&As. I know Lynn's doing some of those. So we are trained up. We've got their ear. They're going to help us through this transition, but I'm told that usage rates go way up. It's much easier. It's a much smoother pass, and that they've made improvements as they've done this relaunch. We'll see. I'm not vouching for it. I'm just telling you what I've been told, so we'll see. Bold Trail it now is. Just a reminder, we've got a great in-house property management team. They're going to be at Richmond, Stafford, and Fredericksburg. Areas are now open, so we've got a property manager down there. If you refer something in that area, $250. Any property referral you refer over to us, we give you $250 referral fee. So good stuff, and we can manage those clients for you and give them back when you're ready to. In case we didn't have enough going on, Thursday, me and some of our crew will be at Martin's West in Baltimore for GBBR. So Wednesday sales meeting, Thursday GBBR, Friday Top Producer Showcase. I need to drink some coffee. So Thursday will be at GBBR. Be great to just meet a lot of our colleagues out there. Hopefully do a little bit of recruiting and spreading the good news about Samson. As a reminder, I talked about it last week, but we do have a great new White Marsh broker manager, Tom Malinsky, who we're very excited about. And he'll be hopefully attending that event and being a part of our team. The following Tuesday, I want to make sure we prep it now because who knows what update looks like next week in the middle of TPT. But Tuesday the 22nd, sign up now. The NVAR conference moved to Capital One Hall in Tysons. It's a beautiful, beautiful venue. We're going to have a really nice booth. We'll be able to say hi to everybody and continue to show everybody that we're the power in Northern Virginia. The great part about NVAR is 5-6 years ago, it was all about like, oh, I'm going to meet some people I'm going to recruit. And now it's like, it's just a big party with Samson agents because we have like all the people. So there's not really a lot of recruiting anymore because it's really just a big party that they're throwing for us. So come on out to the NVAR event. Great speakers, some great knowledge, some great, networking opportunities there as well. Recent contract trends. Blow this bad boy up. Who didn't get this yesterday in the email? If they didn't get it, I would encourage you to go back to your email and check it. If you somehow unsubscribe to Cardinal, reach out to our team and we'll get you back on there. But contract price, these are just from the week before, so 139 contracts we looked at. So a good sample size here. I'm going to go over some of the highlights on contract price. Looks like a lot of them are at list price. That's that white in the top left. The black is lower than list price, so about 25 to 30% in all three markets. The blue is higher than list price, so 10%, not a lot in West Virginia. But Virginia is still at about 40% over the list price. I'll bet you in a second when I look at how many things were sold in less than 7 days, that number's probably pretty close. Subsidies are starting to come in West Virginia and a little bit Maryland, D.C., so those are starting to become an option for your buyers as well. Appraisal contingencies. Everybody in West Virginia had it, and 3/4 of them roughly in Virginia, Maryland, D.C. had them. So appraisal contingencies are kind of back, unless you've got all the control because you get multiple contracts as a listing agent. Home inspections. 3/4 in West Virginia had it, about 3/4 in Maryland, D.C., and then about half in Virginia. So it is a realistic thing now to get that home inspection in, obviously unless you get in a bidding war with a bunch of people. The last two I want to talk about in the middle on the right side there, days on market. So you see less than 7 days is the black, 30% in West Virginia, 37% in Virginia, and I think it was 39% they got over list price, so it's almost dead ringer. If you get sold in less than 7 days, you probably get over list price. Maryland, D.C., 26% in less than 7 days. So you can see that it looks like Virginia, they were kind of third. About half of them were kind of sitting in Maryland, D.C., and more than half in West Virginia. So it's really, every market's a little bit different, but that's why we're kind of testing them a little bit. Last thing at the bottom, the thing we probably care about the most, this is down a touch, down to 94%, but still 19 out of 20 contracts. The seller or somebody in the deal they were paying buyer rep in the contract. So the seller was paying the buyer agent commission, which is good stuff. And out of those, 97% were getting 2% or more. So we're still getting buyer agent paid on almost every one of our deals, which is good news. So great stats. I'd encourage you to get to know those even more. I can't plug this class enough. If you are serious about being in real estate and you are going to list a home at some point, you must sit and watch this class for an hour and a half. You don't have to be Casey Samson. But if you want to do a good job listing homes, you need to adapt some of the principles that he talks about in this video. You have to. Because if you don't, what you're going to do is you're going to continue to walk into listings, you're going to continue to list whatever price the seller wants to list for, then you're going to sit on the market for 90 days, 120 days, and your life is going to be miserable, and then you're not going to want to do listings anymore. Please, do it the right way. A lot of us either got in the business in the last 5 or 6 years, not me, but a lot of us as realtors, got in the business the last 5 or 6 years, and they haven't had a balanced market where all these things matter when you list homes. You put a sign up and you get 4 offers. That's what happens when you sell homes. It's not a normal real estate market. We've been on this upswing for 5, 6, 7 years. We are in a more balanced market. How you treat listings matters, and how you prep them and price them and market them matters now. Please take some of the advice we have. Either do it now and have some success, or look back in 3 or 6 months and be like, oh, I wish I'd watched that class before I burned myself on these 3 listings. Don't waste the opportunity. Don't miss out on those $10, $15, $20, $30,000 commissions that you have the opportunity to get. So watch this class, please. NVR contract class, Tuesday with Steve LaFave. In the middle of all this mess, he'll be in our Chantilly studio on Tuesday. We're going to have quite a week next week. So Steve will be here Tuesday. So I encourage you to come in there, talk contracts with Steve. Our group coaching class, I guess it's at the Top Producer Takeover on Friday because Sam's teaching. So his coaching class is going to be kind of like Friday during the Top Producer Takeover. So I like that. So you want the group coaching? Come to TPT on Friday. That's a whole day of group coaching, right? So I love it. HQDU is coming up. So after our couple weeks or so of craziness with expos and TPT, we're going to be at Fairfax on October 30th, Frederick November 6th, Alexandria the 13th, then a little bit of a break for Thanksgiving, and before then we'll come back Richmond December 4th. So super excited about some upcoming stuff. We're going to hit all over our footprint with continuing to bring you the HQDUs, bring the knowledge to everybody out there. Let me go run through all of next week's, and then we'll close up here. So Monday Morning Boost with Lynn Hamilton, great stuff. Prospecting in Bright's Public Records, it's a virtual class taught by Bright, Monday at 10:30, great stuff. Understanding Bright MLS Reports, another virtual class at noon on Monday. If you can't unlock all that Bright has to offer, take a class. They've got so much stuff that you can pull and market to and know about. You just got to learn how to uncover it. Print marketing class with Thomas Sullivan from Samson staff Friday afternoon. NVR contracts Tuesday morning with Steve we talked about. Sky Slope training. Wednesday morning, our sales meeting in the Chantilly studio. Afternoon, Samson Plus Coaches Cook-Off with Pat and Sam. Mastermind class Thursday morning. Q&A with Lynn Thursday. She's got her class on Mastery of Marketing Thursday afternoon. We also have Thursday, remember, we'll be at GBBR. Friday, fast track commercial training with Aladdin. Get your coffee bright and early, 8:30. Some of you, though, will already be in the car, so maybe you can listen to that class on the way to Top Producer Takeover at the Waterford Event Center, 9 a.m. till they kicked the last person out of happy hour, which happy hour got a little later than 6 o'clock for some people last year. And then Saturday morning, we got our dual career mastermind, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. virtual-wise. So just want to continue to thank you. Obviously, we have a ton of stuff going on. Thank you for your support of Samson Properties, your loyalty, your continued support. We're bringing referrals to us. And thank you for please continue to use Cardinal Title Group. Last week, ton of great contracts at Cardinal. Let's keep this momentum through the fall, winter. Let's continue to make this the very best company in the whole region. And the way we do that is you guys continue to support us at Samson and Cardinal, and we'll continue to make it great. A lot of this at the end here, I like to do Samson, my family, what's going on, kind of give you a little bit of what's going on important in my life. And in the last 24 hours, we had a big thing going on. My junior daughter, who I've talked a lot about, Sophie, and some of the lacrosse expo of Ava and Sophie in the spring at Light Ridge. And so we've done the fun recruiting circuit the last month or two, all summer. And yesterday she verbally committed to play Division I lacrosse at Radford University, which is right next to Tech down there in Radford. And we are really, really excited, just thrilled, blessed beyond words. You never know where God's going to lead you on this path. And for Sophie, we never knew, but I took Sophie down on a visit last week, so thank you to my Lake Ridge people that missed me at the HQDU. But I was down at the official visit with Sophie, and you just know as a dad, because the kid looks up at you at 8:30 and was like, I love this place. And all day we were just reaffirmed. And we closed the door from the coaches meeting, and she was super nice. Had an hour-long meeting with the coach, and we closed the door. We get 2 steps outside, and tears in her eyes, she looks up at me and says, Dad, I 100% want to go here. And it's like, then you just pray for 7 days that this school does not break your daughter's heart, And then yesterday, I guess Thursday, we got the call, and we're just thrilled for her, thrilled for our family, and it's been a dream of ours for a long time. So very thankful and excited for Coach Jones and the opportunity to go down there and play at Radford for 4 years. So she's a junior now, so she still gets to finish up strong in high school, but she'll be 25 minutes from her sister down at Virginia Tech as well. So Samson family feels very blessed. So wanted to keep you updated on that exciting post for exciting momentous thing in the Samson household yesterday. So everybody have a great weekend out there. We're feeling like fall. If you're out in Warrenton, I'll be coaching at the Pumpkin Shootout all day, 5th and 6th grade lacrosse, so I'll see you out there. If not, we'll see you next week. We've got a million events going on, and I just can't wait to continue to spread the great news about Samson, continue to spread the great knowledge of everything that's going on in the real estate industry, and help us have a great fall and winter here at Samson and in real estate. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
Hey everyone in and around the DMV area, Jared James here, and I'm super thrilled to say, guys, that I'm gonna be with you all live and in person on October 18th for your Top Producer Takeover event. We are gonna be at the Waterford Event Center in Springfield, Virginia, and this is where the best and the brightest from all over your industry are going to be at this moment. Unless you've had your head buried in the sand, you know that there's been a lot of changes in our industry. And I have said this from everywhere and to everyone I can say it to, that you will not be eliminated, you will not underperform in this industry because of this change. But you could be eliminated and you could underperform based on your inability to pivot or adjust to that change. So the obvious question becomes, what is it we're supposed to be doing, right? And that's what we're gonna talk about here. We're gonna talk about how to future-proof, what it looks like in the new era of real estate so that you can succeed not only for yourself, for your families, for your consumers. What do they expect from you moving forward? This is gonna be very hands-on. Obviously, you'll be motivated. We're gonna have a ton of fun, but come to take a lot of notes. So if you're watching this right now, I want you to go to topproducertakeover.com, register yourself, your colleagues, your broker, everybody involved, because I promise you, you will not regret being there, but you will regret not being there. So I can't wait, guys. This is gonna be an absolute blast. October 18th, I'll see you there in person.